Hey, what's up everybody? Josh here, and today I'm unboxing the HP OMEN 30L desktop PC, and let me tell you, this thing is beefy. It's got a 10th gen 10-core i9 processor and RTX 3070 graphics, so this thing's going to be able to shred games for a long time, certainly anything that's out right now. But let's start by unboxing this sucker. We'll take a look at the case expandability and run some benchmarks. Alright, I'm going to put this on the floor back here. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so the first thing we have is, we got a pretty standard keyboard and wireless, is this wired? Yes. A wired keyboard and mouse. Pretty standard stuff. If you do any serious gaming, you're definitely going to want to swap those out. Got our power cable. And here's the machine itself. I definitely like it better than the last OMEN I got. This will look a lot better once it's all lit up. Obviously, we got an SSD and a hard drive for extra storage. We've got HyperX memory. We've got water cooling. We've got our RTX 3070. We have a 750 watt Cooler Master PSU. Looks like we got some pretty good cable management going on in there. Let's see, on our RTX 3070 we have 3 full-size display ports and HDMI. On our motherboard we have mic input in and out. We have Ethernet. We have 6 USB-As. 2 of those just look like your standard 2.0, so you could use those for your mouse and keyboard. We have USB-C below that, and on the front up here we have our power button. Looks like a combo mic headphone jack, a mic jack, and 2 USB-As. So on the back you have this push button that says internal access. You just push that and you want to be careful because it'll just start coming off, but your glass will come off like that. And then you have access to the inside of your machine. But let's plug this thing into some power and see what lights up. Alright, ready for this? Let's fire this up and see what happens. Turn the light off. Yeah! Let me turn my light back on. So this thing looks great. It has a lot of power behind it. It has that 3070. It has an i9 10-core processor. Really beefy processor. Let's see how it does in Cinebench. Oh man. Ho, that is snappy. So when I first started this test, it was hitting those maxes. It was getting really close to the max temperature for this processor. A little bit scary, but the water cooler did bring it down into the mid 80s after a minute or two. Listen to that fan. Dang, that sounds like the thing's about to take off. But I mean, to be fair, you're probably not going to be running the CPU this hot. I mean, Cinebench is really putting the pedal to the metal right now. But that fan, though, that water cooling fan is pretty loud. I also ran a handful of other gaming benchmarks, including the old 3D mark. During that benchmark, the machine stayed nice and cool, and that Intel Turbo Boost technology kicked in and kept the processor running at 4.7 gigahertz. The advertised top speed on that was 5.2, so not bad at all. And if you are a Fortnite fan, you'll be happy to know that it estimated 180 plus FPS at 1080p Ultra. I also ran a benchmark with Shadow of the Tomb Raider, still an amazing game to benchmark with. So at 1440p on the highest settings, our GPU averaged 120 frames per second, so this system would pair really well with the OMEN X27 that I just unboxed. So I'll throw that link in the description, you should check it out. So in conclusion, this is just a really sick machine. The only thing I don't care for on this system is it's lacking a little bit of expandability. The only PCI slot that's on this is the one that the RTX 3070 is using. But if you're not planning on adding any other components to this thing, then maybe that's not a big deal. This thing supports up to 64 gigs of RAM, so not like a huge amount of RAM, but definitely plenty for gaming. Cable management turned out to be okay. It's not great. It's a little bit messy looking in there, but overall this is a great machine for gaming. This particular configuration comes in at about $2,000. I'll put a link in the description to this series of machines so you can check it out for yourself. And if you want to check out this sweet, officially licensed Trauma Team shirt from Cyberpunk 2077, I'll drop a link to that as well. And hey, keep in mind, every time you use one of my links to make a purchase, you help support the channel. And if you found this video useful in any way, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. You can find me elsewhere on the web on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.